Okay, so, alright, so I put in a top string that locks the 3 middle ones, skips, locks again, and then it's tied off in the first hole. Then you're going to just do a loop, you're going to skip a double anchor knot. Be careful with the double anchor knot. If you tie it really tight, it can be really hard to unstring. Which is sort of why I'm only doing half the tutorial, but also these are just basic knots. So double, you just do an anchor knot once, literally do the same thing. An SI, skip, another double anchor knot, and then this is where it gets fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down through the next mesh hole, inside the plastic hole, wrapping around the front here, and then I'm going to just tighten it down like I normally would. And now I'm going to just basically do a variation of that throughout the rest of the head. So again, down through the mesh hole. This time I'm going to go in through the next plastic hole. I'm going to go down through the first mid-rail hole and tighten it down. Same thing, down through the plastic, down through the mesh hole, inside through the plastic. I'm going to go back to that mid-rail hole. A little tough sometimes getting through there. Probably wouldn't be able to get to a hero strings through that hole, but you probably can't use a hero string anyway because you need a really long piece of string. You probably need to cut it off a spool. I don't know. I don't really use the tip strings. I really only use spools. So then again, down through. We're gonna go inside the plastic. Stringing on camera is the worst. Through this mid-rail hole, tighten it down. The reason I went through these mid-rail holes was simply just to protect the string. Some of the strings like this one aren't going to be able to be protected. You can use clear nail polish. You can cover it with clear nail polish. You should do it on the outside of this too. But don't do that until you've got the pocket that you like, because it's hard. You can't really unstring it then. So again, same thing. This one, I'm just going to do wrapped around the sidewall. You could, I guess, go through that. I don't know. I just don't. Starting to see the pocket really form. I'm going to do it again. This time I'm going to skip a hole. I'm going to go in. I'm not going to tie it off here. I find with string king that I like to, especially with the lower pocket, I like to do like a normal, like one or whatever you want to like lock it here. It's giving me a problem. Hold on. Make sure it's good. I like to do an 11th diamond. I saw this on a mainly mesh pattern once. I really liked it. Do an 11th diamond into the throat. Helps with the ball when it's cradled low, kind of getting more mesh contact, I guess, or I don't know. So I think. So I'm just gonna tie it off through the first throat hole. And so there's no bottom strings, no shooters yet, but you can see it's like whoosh, perfectly straight channel. But it's not really too tight across here, which is what happens a lot when you do a tight channel and you don't string it to the inside. So it's gonna be a nice channel here. Let me see if I can get you some good. I hope this comes out well. Yeah, so that's how you do it. I'd throw a 10 diamond really tight 10 diamond bottom string on that last 11th diamond row. 11th row of 10 diamond that I used, whatever. And I'll probably throw kind of higher shooters in this, so it's not a player that likes hooks, so I don't want to like cut into this, you know. So that's it. Yeah, this is type 3S. I did a different pattern with 3X. I couldn't pull it down as hard, but I think that, you know, it doesn't really matter what mesh you use for this. This kind of style. I think harder mesh maybe makes it a little bit harder, but you can just sort it out. Like on this one, it's softer mesh. I did ones, didn't really protrude and mess it up. The harder 3X, I had to do SIs against here. You just gotta experiment and figure it out. And that's it. Check out my Instagram. I'll have pictures up, of course. Cool.